Hi there. What is up, my friends? Welcome to my channel. Please do me a big favor, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate it. So here's an update on my portfolio. Just at $210,894.26 currently. And so just about a week ago, I decided to sell off everything I owned, WPay mostly, and decided to buy these 6 ETFs. And the reason why I decided to buy these ETFs is because they more closely track the S&P 500. And the one I like probably the most is Spyi. Okay, so if we go over to NEO's website, this is the NEO's website, and they have Spyi. As you guys can see, it's a 12% distribution, and they've been paying like about a 50, about 50 cents per month consistently. Sometimes it's been a little bit above 50 cents. I think their highest payment was about 54 cents, and their lowest was about 47 cents back in April. And so it's been good, it's been consistent, and it's both income and also appreciation. Because if we go over here to this comparison tool, here's a comparison of SPY and SPYI in total return. So in total return, they're fairly close, right? SPY is just a little bit over 14% in total return, and SPY is just a little bit over 13% in total return. So not too bad. They fairly track each other quite closely, and this is 1 year. Now, SPY has been around for 3 years. So if we go to the 3-year mark in total return, as you guys can see, the S&P 500 is up over 73% in the past year, and SPY is up over 55% in the past year. And this includes dividends. So total return includes the dividends reinvested. Now we can switch this over to price change or price return. So if we switch this over to price return, so let's see here. So yeah, there's a big difference here. Just in price return, SPY is up over 66%. And the SPY is 8.30%. So close to 9%. So even if you would have bought Spyi when it first started trading for about $50, you'd still be up 8.30%. So you guys can see that it has both appreciation and the dividends. And so if we switch back over to total return, and here it is in the past 3 years, total return. Yeah, it's done fairly well. Also, I believe that now Spyi is a 4-star rated ETF. So it's been doing quite well, and that's why I'm trying to mostly invest into something like this, something that tracks the S&P 500 a little bit closer, or as close as possible, but that pays a decent dividend. So this is a 12% dividend that it pays. And so if we go over to my dividend tracker here, this is the holdings, the value of the holdings. I am using a little bit of margin, by the way. And this is my dividends. So according to this information here, this is all estimates. I should be getting paid about $2,382.91 on a monthly basis. So, not as good as before, but before, I mean, I was holding like WPay. And if we go back and look over at WPay, let's look at WPay, see what's going on with it. WPay. So if we look at WPay, it's at 46.80, right? Let's look at the past. Let's switch me to this side. Let's look at the past 1 month, 3 months. Okay, as you guys can see, it is nowhere near back to its all-time high. When is it going to go back to its all-time high? I don't know. Is it going to go back to its all-time high? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Right? Am I glad I sold it? Yeah, I'm kind of glad I sold it, right? Because in comparison, I mean, if we look at uh, Spyi, which is what we've been looking at here, once this pulls up here, Spyi, let's look over here, Spyi. If we look back at the 3-month, this is the previous all-time high right here for Spyi, $53.02. So if we look at it now, it's not too far off, $52.67. Not too bad. Fairly close to the $53.02. I believe that was the all-time previous high. There's this high also, $52, and over here, $53. So, yeah, if you would have bought this from the very beginning, let's go all the way 1 year, 5 years. It's right here. Yeah, $50. So if you would have bought it for $50 from the very beginning, um, you would have seen some price appreciation. Now, this on Robinhood doesn't give you the total return. This doesn't include dividends. This is just pure price appreciation here on Robinhood. And so that's why I think that owning Spyi, in my opinion, is probably better than owning something like WPay. Now, I was thinking about buying XPay. If we look up XPay, which a lot of people like XPay, let's look at XPay here. Now, keep in mind here on Robinhood, it's only going to show us price return. If we go to the past year, as you guys can see, back here at the peak here, $60, right? $60.15. And then this, massive dump here, but it has not returned to the $60, right? It hasn't returned to $60. So there is some price decline here in XPay, right? If we go over to the comparison tool and we add in XPay, let's go back 1 year because XPay hasn't been around that long. XPay. And we compare all three of these. As you guys can see, in total return, XPay hasn't done that bad. It's pretty much the same as Spyi and Spy with total return, with dividends reinvested. Now, if we go just to price return, we'll switch this over to price return. As you guys can see, if you would have bought it from the very beginning, or at $60 when it was over there at that peak, it was about $60. You'd be down a little bit over 8% in price return. Whereas with Spyi, you'd actually be up. I mean, a minimal amount, a very small amount, but you'd still be positive in price return. So that's why I am reluctant to buy any XPay. If I buy any of it at all, it might just be a very small amount of XPay. For now, I am going to be growing those 6 different ETFs that I have in my list there that I have bought. And I have already received some dividends. So let me show you guys the dividends that I have already received. I received dividends from Spyi and QQQI. So if we go over here, so in QQQI, I received 400, it's right here, $410. Okay, not bad, $410. From Spyi, once this pulls up over here, let's check that out. From Spyi, I received $350. Okay, not too bad. And I received a dividend from QDVO. So let's look at QDVO. This opens up right here, QDVO. And I received a dividend from QDVO. Take a look at that. $321. So definitely a little bit over $1,000 in dividends. And my dividends help pay down my margin because I am using margin to pay for all my bills. And so yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be buying these 6 different ETFs now. I am thinking of other ETFs that are from Amplified. There's IDVO, I believe, and the other one is DIVO, I believe, from Amplified, which seem to be good ETFs as well. So I may be buying those also. So thanks for watching. If you guys got any comments, any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Please, if you haven't subscribed, you'd be helping me out a whole lot. Please subscribe to my channel, like my video, and share my video. I really would appreciate it. And thanks so much for watching. You guys have a great day. God bless. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye.